is up, family? Let's talk about Webaverse tonight. There's excitement brewing in the air with Webaverse, and I want to really reach out to whoever is interested in this metaverse style of technology. It is coming big time. I'll show a couple things near the end of the video about what I'm seeing, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So, for anyone that hasn't checked out the last video, the previous video I made on Webaverse, definitely go check it out in case I miss anything on this one that was covered on that one. But we are looking at Webaverse is looking to be an engaging platform for users, where you can create your own world inside of this world. Basically it's more than a game, but it's has so many game elements that they're building off backbones like that, so that you can make your own game, or just join templates, basically infinite games, right? So it's more about the community and about the interconnectedness, and also about being open sourced, because those are all very important factors when we look at what the metaverse is going to be in the future. So yeah, I mean, they've got some real exciting things coming up here. They announced, and that was the last video I did, they announced the degens, and the degens is the NFT drop avatar that they're giving to all the Genesis Pass holders. So if you hold one of the current Webaverse Genesis Pass, you will already have, like they did the, what do they call it? They took the snapshot of the wallets so that you could be whitelisted for the next drop. Probably, they're just going to automatically drop it to your wallet for the NFT PFP. So a profile picture that they're coming out with, they call it the degens. Let me see if I can quickly pull that up somewhere here. Here's the degens. So this was their little trailer for it. The degens that's coming, they said by end of month, so this is basically going to happen in the next week, it looks like. I got word from developers in here, because I'm part of the Genesis Pass owner. I asked when, they said soon, sir. So all done, Q8 on the art side, security checks on the contract, and front end happening. So it's legit coming in hard and fast here in February, as well as we got posts like this: NFTs will get the most gigantic squeeze ever. So yeah, I mean, there's some serious stuff happening in the ecosystem for NFTs, things like that. They've been just posting the video after video of these AI character developments. They've got all these different samples they're showing us. The cool thing I just seen here, though, so they announced the alpha launch of the character studio. I don't know if it loads. Oh yeah, it loads. So you can actually come in here and play around with this already, which is so cool. Like, I mean, these guys are just building. and they ain't waiting for anyone. You can come in here, customize the appearance, customize the body, switch it all up. We're just gonna do something, just random here, just to show you guys how cool this is, right? Oh yeah, and we get these green boots and get this purple accessory. Look at that, pretty sweet, hey? So yeah, they've got this character studio that's up in alpha. So you can customize a character, provide an AI personality, and use it across different platforms. Now my guess, actually I think they did answer this at some point, that the PFPs are going to have an AI, basically avatar pre-built, preset, and also my guess is for that, like they're going to have some customizable weapons and things that, different types of characters are going to get different types of weapons. So they'll be integrating their character studio as part of their game, as well as integrating it natively with other platforms. So this is going to be like a metaverse feature brought to us by Webaverse. So yeah, collection will expand to include some of our community-driven IP characters, as well as include other collections, partnerships and creators, including wearables and digital badges, etc. So you'll soon be able to mint your character and use it natively using our Web3 wallet on platforms which support it. They're working to have character personalities and memory updated on chain so that it can seamlessly move across platforms. I mean, this is new age. This is crazy stuff, guys. And they've already been integrating AI since before this AI run-up we had recently. So they're working in the background to improve the AI capabilities, such as adding long short-term memory, contextual awareness, multi-modal presence, and interactions, exposing API for the other developers. Because again, this is all open source stuff. So as their work remains open source, we'll be setting up bounty and grants to further the development. So here's some details. So this guy, working with Webaverse, worked as part of the team, kind of. But just, it's open source. Like, we're working together on this. We are the community. If you're a collection or creator interested in partnerships, or a developer looking to contribute, reach out definitely to me, to Ahad, to just come into the general here in the Discord. I know Gainsified's in there on a constant basis. Everyone's just, we're vibing in here, so join up, join the vibe. This was the big one though. In the next couple of weeks, stay tuned for Upstreet and the accompanying drops for Genesis pass holders. So, first snapshot was taken for the PFPs, and I mean, worst case, if you want to get one, you'll get one on the secondary market. But right now, these things are on sale, 0.25 ETH right now. That's a fire sale, if I were to say, before they have all these drops coming in. So yeah, I mean, definitely keep your eyes peeled. Webaverse is making, some big things happen here. Really, really cool stuff. If you're really looking into, if you've heard anything about the theft and how they had some issues losing some of the project money, I mean, here's really just comes down to a few things that they're saying, it has no impact on their short-term commitments and plans. They have an sufficient runway for 12 to 16 months. And this one got me actually kind of excited that this has been a forcing function for us to strengthen and ship faster, right? So these guys are just going to start shipping. They're just, all they have now is build, right? And they're talking about how they're resuming raising funds as soon as they have releases underway. So really they're just going to start pumping out the drops, and then that's going to show people what they're developing, what they're growing, and what they're building here. And that's going to get more partnership. That's going to get the VCs funds, people that want to invest and back this stuff. If you want to see a real in-depth, there's a great dev blog by Jin. It's got some, real techie stuff. I mean, this is definitely for the more techie style people that want to see in depth what's happening in the background. And you can watch the, stream they just had a day ago on their YouTube. The sort of more recent Webaverse MMO unveil with Jin, and that's that was just yesterday. Highly recommend watching that. Jin is like a magician from another realm, I'm telling you. And just a couple little points I wanted to talk about right at the end here. Metaverse is like a big thing now that people should realize you can't really avoid it. And if you think that you're just going to be able to hide from it, it's not going to be a thing, right? Like, you're going to have to adapt to it at some point or another, right? Like, look at this. Colombia just held a court hearing in the metaverse. Cartoon avatars and all. Right? So, like, I don't know if I have to bring this up, but I can show you guys, people were laughing at the Zucks. They were laughing at him. They were having a good hoorah, a laugh and a half. I got some weird machine learning AI thing I was looking at. They were laughing really hard down here. Right? I mean, I get it. Look at that drop, right? Huge drop. But they were laughing. They were laughing. 90%. Right? So, like, it's not like this company isn't going anywhere. Right? Like, they're not going to disappear. So, I mean, yeah, maybe they're losing money right now, but I think they've got, anyways, it's not doesn't matter what Meta's doing. It's just the concept of you can't avoid this. It's going to come. It's going to take over. Here's a great example, right? On Cyber, and they just released in-world portals. So, I mean, this stuff's happening fast, guys. This stuff's gonna be exponential. Just look at this quality. This is in a web browser. That's what Webaverse is. In a web browser, you're just gonna like pop up a portal and hop from one world to another. And XR capable, right? You're gonna have your eyeglasses on and you're gonna be hopping worlds. Anyways, guys, just a quick one I wanted to show you guys. Just wanted to touch base again on Webaverse because they got a lot of exciting things coming here, guys. This is the time. Grab on, pack your suitcase. We going up. So yeah, keep climbing the beanstalk with me, guys. Wag me and wag may I, as they say in Webaverse. and we'll catch y'all in the next video.